The diagram shows the curve with the equation y equals f of x. It is given that minus 7 naught, f of minus 7 equals naught, and that there are stationary points at minus 2, minus 6, and naught, naught. Sketch the curve with the equation y equals minus 4 f of x plus 3, indicating the coordinates of the stationary points. So let's have a look at this. I've summarized the question, and now here's the new sketch. I'm going to just use dashed lines because it's easier to draw with a digital pen. Okay, so we need to draw minus 4 lots of f of x plus 3. Now the f of x plus 3 will shift it, and we can check whether it's right or left by inputting appropriate values. So if we inputted minus 10 here, for example, the reason I'm putting in minus 10 because I can see that will give f of minus 7 when we add 3 to it, and f of minus 7 is naught. So it's as though the point here moves back 3 places. So that reminds us then that this shifts things left 3 places. So if we mark off minus 10 now then, and it will go through here, won't it? Similarly, when we put naught in, so back 3 is put in minus 3 here, minus 3 plus 3, so back 3, and then you get f of naught, and f of naught is naught, minus 4 times naught is still naught. So these points are still have height zeros. So there's the 2 points. Now the minus will flip it, if it's so it's shifted back at the moment, so in our mind's eye we see this curve, and it's going to go up like that. This turning point here is back there, so it's going to come down here, turn here, and then go back down, isn't it? This minus 2, 6 will shift back 3 again. So let's mark that off. It's minus 5, minus 6 now. So that's minus 5, minus 6, isn't it? Now the trouble is, we've got minus 4. So this is, in our mind's eye, we see this curve. But we've got a minus and 4 times. So what that means is it will flip the positive values to negative. So it's going to reflect it around the x-axis. But it's also going to stretch it on the y-axis by a factor of 4. So can you see that it's shifted back? So in our minds it was there, and now it's going to basically go down here, but much more steeply because it's 4 times. It's going to, and instead of being here, the minus 6 y value, times it by minus 4, we get plus 24. So that value is moved up here, isn't it? This is 24, and this point here now is minus 524. Okay, so it's going to, instead of coming down like that, it's going to go up like that, isn't it? So it's going to come up to this maximum, like so, there. So it's coming up, and then it's going to come back down, isn't it, to this point here, because this is the next turning point. So it's going to turn, come back down to the turning point, and then this is, now basically we've turned, and now these are negative, so these will be back positive, and it's going to turn back up. Much more steeply than that because we're timesing it by a factor of 4. So there's our new curve then. So we can mark that. This is y equals minus 4 lots of fx plus 3. Now the turning points we've indicated is that's one. This is another turning point. So we better indicate that here. Minus 3 and 0. And minus 5 and 24 are turning points in this curve. Now let's just get rid of this original sketch. I'm just going to erase it now so that we can just see the new sketch emerging through it all. So there it is, and that's what we've got. Okay.